kids! Today we're going to talk about the scientific method. Now, what is the scientific method? Well, it's something that has been used throughout time by scientists all over the world. They use it for making silly little things like a light bulb, telephone, computers, and things like a microwave, or my favorite, indoor plumbing. So, how do we start with the scientific method? Well, the first step is actually the easiest. All you need is a problem or a question.
Man, am I tired lighting all these candles. There has got to be a better way to see around this house at night.
Hun, did you remember to send the telegraph to the pizza company to get a large pie for dinner? There has got to be a better way. Just think. Pizza in 30 minutes or less.
Fascinating. Well, now that we have our question, we can move on to learning about our subject. It's always a good idea to learn as much as you can. We call this research. Luckily, we have this wonderful thing called the internet, a great place to do research. And after we do research, we have to figure out what we're going to test. We call this the hypothesis.
Hypothesis.
So, I bet you're wondering, what is a hypothesis? Well, a hypothesis is an educated guess that we're making about what will happen in our experiment. After we make that guess, we need to figure out what materials are we going to need. Cool. Now that we have our materials, we write them down in a list. Then we move on to the procedure. The procedure is where we list everything that we're going to do in our experiment. We have to be very careful writing everything down, step by step. Now that we know what we're going to do, we get to move on to the fun part, the experiment. Now that the experiment's done, we only have two more parts left. The first one is data.
In the data section, we get to make charts and graphs to show everybody what happened in our experiment.
Now, for the last step, we need to make our conclusion. We need to look back at our hypothesis, and we need to say, was our hypothesis right or was it wrong? Is there anything else that we could do, another experiment? Did you know that most experiments lead to another experiment? It's like one, and then another, one right after another.